CORNE, as always, thank you very much for your time. We start off at the Vaal in a special meeting in the first of the afternoon with Madame PATRICE.
Yeah, Andrew, she's a hard knocker. She never runs a bad race. And, Kerry Fisher knows her very well. She's ridden her in a couple of her starts and got close a couple of times. So let's hope she can pull it off this time. I think a big runner.
Very important part of racing to have that opportunity to show your skill behind the scenes, so to speak. Unsung heroes get a chance for a little bit of glory.
No, for sure. You know, the Work Riders initiative is a big thing in South Africa. You know, a little girl like Kelly that's been around racing her whole life, it gives them a nice opportunity and somewhere to shine.
Top class?
Yes, I think she's quite worth it. Yeah.
I think Turf Gazelle will need a run, and Power Princess, we're trying the blinkers on. We're coming down in trip. We just hope that works. She's been a bit moderate, and then New Bell. She shows us decent work. We're stepping her up to the 1200. They're all in with place chances.
Andrew, Western Vision's work is not too bad. I see she ran third in a barrier trial, but I don't see much form in the barrier trial come out of it. She's okay. I haven't studied the strength of the field, so it's very hard for me to make a proper assessment. But on her work at home, I would say she's got an each way shot. Other two fillies have got a lot to find.
Number 2 seems to be named after your mother when you made her cross, MATCHETT.
Yeah, we've given her a break, not improved massively. I think what you see is what you get on form. I stand to be corrected, but one of her better runs may have been over 1,000. She's matured, she's in a good space. She's definitely going to win a race, possibly 2, but she's going to be slightly limited.
Even Me had her first start in Kimberley, over probably a distance too short for her, and she almost won it. So I think she's come on very nicely from that run, and expecting a good second run from her.
Crime Scene, she's well. She has a decent each way chance. She's improving with racing, and the form has seemed to work out on her last run.
Once a bit further, I'd put it probably in back end of exotics, trifectas and that type of thing. I'm not convinced she can win, but I think she's a filly at probably 9 and 10 furlongs. She's got a chance. She's quite well bred, ordinary looking filly. She's a sister to Whiskey Baron, so she should probably get to 10 furlongs quite easily. So I'm slightly disappointed she hasn't won yet, this filly. She won a good race last time. Again, she must have a chance. She's improved on her second. 1400, it's probably her game. But she's one of those that always runs well but keeps getting beat. So you've got to be wary.
Yeah, first run. I think she's going to need the run. She's a nice type of filly later on, but she'll need 1 or 2 runs to get act together.
Magic Miller is a decent filly, but I think she'll need the run. 3 Peaks must be included.
What you are very decent 2-year-old form. This will be her first run back as a 3-year-old, so we're probably starting at a distance slightly short for her, but it's a good start for her, and it'll bring her on very nicely for the race that we have in mind. I think she'll go for the Fillies Mile on the 23rd of November.
Yeah, Andrew won a nice race his last start. Working well at home, definitely can finish in the money.
Then you've got the 3 of them in race 5, Illusion, Sacred Castle and Sambuca.
I think out of the 3 of them, Illusion should be my pick. The others are coming off a bit of breaks and they might just need it, but I think out of mine, Illusion.
Okay, and then to put the lid on the day, American Hustle and Chief of State in the 6th.
American Hustle's been very disappointing of late. I think he's just a bit too high in the merit. And I would think I'd rather go with Chief of State there. He's working well, has a good each way chance.
So your best of the day, maybe Chief of State?
I would say Chief of State.
And then you've got Dan the Lad, second run after a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we're getting him fit enough for that race at the end of the next month, the Grand Heritage race. So he needs fitness, still not quite there, but he can run a place.
Ridiculous rating in my opinion. He's sadly one of those juveniles that won early. So handicappers think they're good because they win early. So, he could run a place. But, at 96, I think he is, it's going to be hard for him to win unless, the rest of the field runs below their form.
We've got a horse called Noble Secret, who obviously ran in the charity mile from a very deep draw. Maybe a trifle disappointing, but I'm sure that he'll come on in leaps and bounds from that run.
Yeah, I'm disappointed actually. I'm expecting more from this horse all the time. I don't know why he doesn't give it to us at the track. We've put cheek pieces on to hope that gets him just to maybe get his head behind it. We're thinking about blinkers. He may just pull too hard in blinkers. Maybe we're running him too far back. It might be time we put him in the race. So we'll see. He probably needs a change of tactics.
I think he won his maiden at the Vaal with absolute contempt.
He did, and he's also won a couple of. Well, I think he won a good race after that too. So maybe the cheek piece will make a difference.
Okay, and then of course the champagne horse, Socrat.
Yeah, I mean, as I've said before, horses like these are just unbelievable to train. Even with 62, as far as I know, off the top of my head, he's still actually quite well in, albeit by a pound or two here and there. But he is a proper Group 1 horse, which I don't see in the field, but he's got to lug the weight for it. He's in cracking good form, so I'm expecting him to go well.
And then NAWAASI, very talented.
Yeah, she's showing good work at home. Tough race, a little feature race for her, but we're trying to get a little bit of black type for her. But like I say, working well, can run a place.
Andrew, yes, obviously SINGFORAFA will probably be the flagship. She's very fast, blisteringly fast, a very, very decent type of filly. Daughter of Patala Palace, a big, strong filly, and she's put on some very good times in the past. And I think the 1,000 metres obviously right up her alley. Then, going on to True Charm, she's the half-sister to Pacific Trader that won the computer form sprint here, so there's also no lack of speed there. She's running some very fast times. I don't think she'll quite go with SINGFORAFA, but also an inclusion in the exotics.
Once upon a time, Patrick Shaw trained a horse called Hawthorne. He was owned by Sean MacDonald. Now you've got a filly called Hawthorne.
Yes, she won a weak maiden, but I liked the way she won. She was not going to run a place with 400 out and gets up. However, the form's it's pretty ordinary right now. I may be wrong about that. I like the way she's gone. She'll get 2,000 on her head, being by Flower Alley. So not to be excluded from everything, because she's doing a lot of things right at home.
And then finally, to put the lid on the day, MADDOX Tune.
MADDOX Tune, we're going to try. We think she's going to be better over the 2,000 metres. So it's a good test. She's still a young horse, but we do expect her to run the money.